Hello and welcome to this week's Story of the Blues. You twisting my melon? Got a loose fit? We're going to step on? Or we'll all be celebrating like 24-hour party people. Yes, I'm using a few Happy Mondays puns because we've now confirmed Micky Mellon as our new manager. And obviously Happy Mondays is going to be my pick from the away day Tuesday. So as we now know, Micky Mellon has now been confirmed as Oldham manager. He's won promotion at this level with Fleetwood, Tranmere, then took Tranmere into League One. He's also took Shrewsbury up to League One. He's a solid, experienced manager and a proven winner at this level with a proven record. So he very well understands the National League and EFL. His management record at this level speaks for itself. And his overall win rate is good. So fingers crossed he can get that midfield sorted. I remember him in his playing days at Burnley, Blackpool and Tranmere. Jaron Sheridan poking Mellon in his eye. He was always one of them hard bastards and not as an opposition player you hated but would have loved to have had on your team. So fingers crossed he can get that midfield sorted and we can push on and finally achieve that success we've been craving for. Well done to the board. They could have easily kept with Tom Redders and just steadied the ship, but they haven't. They've done a shortlist. They've done the homework. I would have gone for a 3-year deal. Probably say 2, but then again it shows long-term planning and it shows ambition that they want us to get out of this league. I don't think it's too late to be pushing up towards the playoffs myself personally. Still plenty of football left. And I've seen enough to know to share that again. The league's wide open. And on the day, anyone could beat anyone. Obviously, we start with the FA Cup tomorrow with Paul Murray in charge. But Mellon is inheriting, in my opinion, a good squad. And he's worked with Norwood before as well. So hopefully, he can get the best out. Get the best out of Norwood. And we'll start to see the goals coming in and the overall team gelling. Obviously, we now know that Steve Thompson and Neil Redfern have both departed the club. And I am kind of disappointed about that. I would like to have seen Steve Thompson kept on in some role. Obviously, Neil Redfern did come in on temporary basis to help a friend, obviously. They played 6 games, won 3, drew 3. So, basically, a grand total of 12 points from 6. Compared that to Unsworth's 7 points from 9. They picked up a squad that was low on confidence, that wasn't able to play football, and did get them playing football, and some of the performances were decent. The sad thing is, the last 3 games, it was clear that we couldn't kill off some of the weaker teams, and for me, if they got the job, that would have been fine. They weren't the first choice, I openly admit that, and I said after the Dagenham game, I preferred some of the experience. The club, it's a brave move, because they could have easily just steadied the ship and carried on for the season, and I'm not saying that they've gone bad, I'm certainly not saying that they worked out, but in my eyes, we can still reach the playoffs. Now, whether an experienced man works or not, we don't know. In some cases, it can do. In some cases, it won't do. But maybe Mellon also wanted to bring his own staff in. I also feel that both Redfern and Tomo have both got the appetite for managing. I know there's been rumours of the File job they've been linked with. I know there's that link with Bradford. I don't see happening. Another rumour I've heard is possibly Greening from Scarborough to File. And them two may look at Scarborough in the National League North, who are one of the bigger teams there. Either way, I would have liked him to have been there on Saturday just to fans show a farewell. But clearly they're thinking if we're not needed, we might as well move on now. But good luck to the lads. No ill feeling for me. I hope they do get themselves back onto the management ladder. And who's saying a few years to come? I know I don't necessarily like saying this, so let's just keep going back. I do like a fresh approach, but like with Pete Wild, if they can go elsewhere, build themselves up, who knows? You never know, maybe. Altrincham on a cracking run of form at the moment. They've won 5 games in a row and are beaten in 7. Look out for Chris Clark-Con and Linney, who also provides a few goals. Also look out for ex-Oldham player Ben Pringle. Now, the last time Oldham didn't make it into the first round proper was 1905-06. So hopefully today, it'll be a tough affair, but under the bounce of the new manager, we'll absolutely push on for this. Now, upsets today, I'll look through the ties. Not many standout ties, but I think Marine could beat Halifax, Horsham to beat Dorking, Hereford to beat Rochdale, and Scarborough to beat Oxford. They're the shocks I'm going for. Chester may fancy the chance of maybe getting a draw up at Hartlepool as well. Problem is, as footballs at all levels, even in the non-league, shots are becoming fewer because of the gulf that's happening between teams. But hopefully, fingers crossed, Oldham will not be one of these teams that goes out today. We'll see ourselves in the hat for the draw, which is tomorrow afternoon on ITV. Quick and brief, but here is today's away day breakfast. For naughty but nice, but decent. And it's FA Cup day, and today we're away at Altrincham, a game which expected to be by now the announcement of Micky Mellon it's looking towards as our new manager, according to sources on Twitter. Now, I don't like to really go into league form in an FA Cup weekend, but Altrincham currently have won 5 consecutive games and are 7 unbeaten. But if we do have the new manager, I'm hoping that will spur the players on. Obviously, Paul Murray's in charge for tomorrow, and all Redders and Tomo have gone more into that later on in the video. But hopefully the players will raise the game for the new manager and will put themselves out. Obviously, the new manager bounce. And like I say, when it comes to the FA Cup, league form goes out the window. Now, we haven't lost in 6, but obviously we know the last 3 games we have thrown wins away from winning positions. But ideally, this is a chance now to put things right and get our heads started. Now, the FA Cup is a brilliant competition. It holds a lot of fantastic memories for Oldham fans. The 1990 semi-final, obviously 94 was heartbreaking in recent years, the wins at Everton, Liverpool, Notts Forest as well, Fulham, and it's important to get into the 3rd round, especially the financial benefits for it. If you get that glamour tie, the lift it can give you over Christmas looking forward to the big game, but just getting into the 1st round is important. Anyway, obviously, if we do draw tomorrow, the replay will be on the following Tuesday, so it'll be a short space of time. Should be a good away following tomorrow, but I'm maybe knowing that we've got nothing to lose tomorrow, just absolutely go for it, really push and pressure and get us that win. Obviously all unbeaten ones have got to come to an end sooner or later. People saying, oh, prioritise the league over the FA Cup. I'm selfish, I want both me. I want us to do well in the league, I want us to do well in the cup. And obviously, for the new manager, he's got a chance tomorrow to just look at the squad and see what he's got to work with. Hopefully, we'll see the best out of him and we can look forward to another chapter in our glorious FA Cup history. Come on, Oldham, see you on the terraces. Don, you looking forward to the game today?
I am, yeah. So obviously, line-up's not the best, could have had better. If we do go through to the next round, I do fancy getting maybe a lower league, like you said before, maybe getting Curzon Ashton, somewhere local but somewhere different.
Well, Curzon have to get through first, yeah. I'd like Derby, Bolton or Wigan away, but like you said, we've got to win first.
Yeah.
Also, you happy with Mellon?
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Back-to-back promotions, he knows the league. I think he'll do well. I think he knows to fix the team as well.
Yeah, good, thank you. Altrincham away, FA Cup, 4th qualifying round. Come on, Oldham, let's get ourselves into the next round. Pushing it back too much.
Push up! In the back. Micky. What's the overlap? Back in! Oh no, we're back in!
Wait.
You're getting back home.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Come on.
When he came on and off.
Alright.
Someone get in the box!
It came when I was getting that brew then.
Gamble.
Half time, 0-0, not really good at all. What a work's been done if we're going to win this. Altrincham by far look the better team. They've pressed us, they've pushed us, we've had more chances. Hudson's was great, pulled off some great saves. And right now the heavens have absolutely opened. It's like walking away in Gillingham and Brentford again.
Come on, Knowles!
Keeper catches it.
Second place.
What the fuck was that pass? It was a shoot.
That'd have been the icing on the cake if that had gone in. Cheerio! 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 Fuck home! Sing the Oldham, now fuck home! Are you happy, Kathy?
Totally partial, Tom.
Let's show it around. Westy, do you enjoy today?
Loved it.
Yeah. How do you think overall about the game?
I think the first half was even, could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Second half started the same, and then the last 20 minutes we just had them under pressure. The goal was coming, and I didn't feel at any point after that like we was going to concede.
And who do you want in the next round?
I personally would like us to have another local side. I've seen that Curzon have gone through. If not, if we can't get a local side away, like a team from below us at home, potentially good round, good game into the next round even, or even maybe like a derby. I'm not really bothered.
Nice one. So I'm back from Altrincham and I'm very happy with that today, especially as many of our own supporters throughout the week had written us off on many social media channels. And I'm not going to lie, I saw that team line up and I had my initial doubts. McGahey being back in really did catch us all by surprise. It was an important win at Altrincham. Okay, it may have only been a cup game, but it was scrappy at times, but it was ugly. And we battled, we fought for it. Only 10 minutes we weren't too bad, but then Altrincham just constantly came at us. Obviously Dickinson went off injured. It looked nasty. He fell into the hoardings and had done so not long earlier. He actually caught a ball girl. But to be fair, when Tollett come on, he played really well. I thought Hobson and Hogan were really good again. They both looked solid. To me, they're developing into a good partnership. Hogan, it's one of his better games I've seen him play in an Oldham shirt. They held the ball well. And as I said, Altrincham did come at us. They pushed us, but Hudson saved many chances. They came at us. He kept us in the game, Hudson, but we held our nerve. Obviously, in the second half, as the game gradually grew on, I said to Westy and Parkin, who were alongside me, I was starting to get Darren Beckford vibes from 1994, you know, the Bolton side, where we were the underdogs and we were on the back foot that game, but we got the win. Obviously, as we progressed on, and after Altrincham hit the crossbar, I felt Oldham up the tempo, started to keep the ball more, and went for it, and we did start to look the better team. Nothing special, but clearly, they felt that they could win this game. That belief was in there. And unlike last 2 games, we saw it off. Credit to McGahey, I've been critical of him. I openly admit, I hold my hands up. On Saturday, he played really well. He battled in midfield. The midfield second half was really solid. I was stopped after the game by a guy called Ian, who'd also pulled me at half time. And he said he watched some of my takes. And he said, you were correct. I know the midfield first half did look weak, but second half, as the game went on, we did look better. And the confidence was there. And to be fair to McGahey, he was very vocal on the pitch. You could hear him shouting. You could see there was leadership skills in him. And to be fair, Reid, later on, could have made it 2-0, obviously. He didn't, but it was encouraging. And it's the importance of this win also. And it was a big win for me, and also the fact we've beaten a team that had won 5 on the bounce and not lost in 7 fills the team with confidence now that we can go into these games in the league and we can beat whoever's out there. Obviously, we're now unbeaten in 7 games, and Mellon inherits a squad that's building and growing in confidence also. For me now, it's a case of we've got extra options. McGahey, yeah, again, give him a Madry every time he scores now this season. Do we start him on Saturday? Let's see, he's had a couple of serious injuries. I didn't know the extent of his injuries were that bad until I read the article shared by the Oldham Times on Saturday. I know Nick Rathbone's mentioned about him being a good player, and apparently Reid mentioned it on the phone in the other day. I've not listened to that yet. But now we can go into Rochdale and we can look and see, right, for every player now there's extra competition, which is only healthy. What I think I like about Altrincham is it is an old school football ground. It looks like it's got about 6 or 7 stands. Obviously, I like the uncovered part, but when it started raining, we went into the terrace. But I'd say it was a mixed atmosphere. The atmosphere in the covered part was obviously better than the uncovered. A lot of it was a lot of young lads who were getting the chant songs. But I won't lie, I proper felt old. remember the days when I was that age, or years ago, and I used to join in, try and get some of the join the singers and all that. And they weren't really athleticals because there was no drum. And sometimes I do like, as much as I love the athleticals and what they've done, I do like the spur of the moment songs from some of the fans. It's good to see young uns at athletics games. I know you're not going to get many going down south, and obviously football can be quite pricey for people nowadays, but as long as we're getting these games where they can come along and watch it and keeping young supporters coming, that's a big important thing, because we have got a lot of older supporters who, let's say, are getting on now. And the FA Cup draw's been done, and we will be playing Newport County in the first round proper. Last time we played Newport, we drew 3-3 and then found up getting a double. Obviously, it's not everyone's cup of tea for the draw. I don't think it's a bad draw myself. I think far worse the ties, especially if we've got another National League side. For me, it's a winnable tie. Newport are struggling at the moment, the fourth from bottom. If we get a bit of form behind us, we can easily, I reckon, go and win there, or even get back to Boundary Park for replay. Plus, we're playing in Wales, so it means, yeah, we get to have a European trip this year. We're playing in Europe. I don't think it'll be a TV pick. I think at least 4 better games beforehand. However, Channel 4 Wales are well known for showing FA Cup games. And if Wrexham get picked by ITV or BBC, there is a good chance we could be selected for it. But anyway, we're in the first round proper. That's the main thing. So I did say in the last video I wanted to talk a bit about my football memorabilia. I've got all of some. So here's one. First one was shows a programme when Oldham played the American side, Baltimore Blast. It was an indoor football tournament at GMETS. Now, according to what I put on Twitter, people said we didn't actually win it. Indoor soccer though is big in America, and I'm sure one of the venues at the 1994 World Cup was actually an indoor venue. Be interested if we played something like this now. I do remember the Football Masters. Who remembers these? Let's start with the old kits you used to put up on your cars. Managed to get hold of a few of these. And finally, I've got 2 badges. I'd like to thank Michael Stockton for them. This one, if I zoom in, I'm going to put a photo of it on. One of these badges is over 50 years old, and I love my football memorabilia. I treasure it all, especially my Oldham Athletic. So I'm always on the lookout for getting my hands on any. Attention now turns to Rochdale away on Saturday. Packed out away and should be a good day. I see many of us taking over Rochdale Town Centre as we usually do. Should be a cracking atmosphere, and on the back of Saturday's win, an unbeaten run and a new manager bounce. Fingers crossed we can go there and once again get all 3 points. But until then, after this week's Story of the Blues, a big thank you to everyone. Again, I'm still uploading a lot of non-Oldham Athletic content this week, and we've got no midweek game. So enjoy your week. Come on, Oldham, and I'll see you on the terraces.